from the Ravens' nest in the Castle Hill section of the Boogie Down Bronx. A big-time showdown in the Archdiocese as the defending champions from Archbishop Stepinac, they make the trip to the Bronx to take on the Ravens of St. Raymond. Today's Catholic League showdown, sponsored by Blaze Pizza, with locations in Hicksville, Bayshore, Fresh Meadows, and stores. At Blaze Pizza, there is no wrong way to play. And a pleasant good evening, everyone. Dylan Butler alongside Oliver Antigua. Oliver, it is hard to park in the parking lot. The gym here will be absolutely packed. It's rare that you get this maybe eventful of a Tuesday night game. It feels like a Friday night in the Catholic League, but that's what you get when it's Stepinac and it's St. Raymond's. Absolutely.
The clock turns January, and it's now division play, and two teams are vying for the top spot in the Catholic League, and this should be a great matchup tonight.
You can make the argument these are two of maybe 5 or 6 teams in contention for the championship this year. When we talk about Archbishop Stepinac, well, they are the 2-time defending champions in this league. But the big question, Oliver, coming into the season is what will they do in the post-Boogie era? Boogie Flans, a McDonald's All-American. He's at Arkansas now as a true freshman. And what do you do after you lose such an impactful player? It's been a roller coaster so far for Pat Massaroni, he said. But they've got some nice parts, and you would say they are probably the favorite to go 3 in a row.
One of the deepest teams in the city, can beat you many ways. And after speaking with Coach, it's a learning process for a lot of guys getting a lot of new roles and minutes, them trying to figure it out. So that's what the regular season's for, to prime you for the playoff run. And games like this get you ready for that top competition.
There are new players in new roles, but our 2 impact players we're going to show you right now are 2 guys who are very used to being in a big role. Danny Carbucia and Josiah Jervis.
And Dylan, when you talk about Danny Carbucia, 6'1" senior, UMass commit, 4-year starter for the Crusaders. He's at his best when he's attacking downhill, getting into the lane, putting pressure on the defense. A big physical guard who runs the show for Coach Massaroni and loves to dish it to this guy, who's the next guy we're going to feature, is Josiah Jervis. 6'5" junior guard, is the leading scorer for the Crusaders. Elite shot-making ability, one of the top scorers in the city, can put it on the deck and attack the rim. A tough matchup for anybody to guard in the CHSAA.
Yeah, those are nice impact players to have, right? Carbucia and Jervis. Look at the numbers for Jervis shooting the ball incredibly. A high major player, Carbucia, already committed to UMass. When we last saw St. Raymond, what a run they had last year. They beat Stepinac to win the Archdiocese Championship, their 10th in a row, and then they lost a heartbreaker to Nazareth in the semifinals. This is a team, though, their head coach George Lopez says is primed for another deep run into March, and they've got a lot of nice pieces to get them there.
Absolutely, and obviously the heart and soul is the dynamic duo, backcourt, veteran guys they got coming back, and trying to get some new pieces and role players to step up from last year's team. And they're coming together well, played a good schedule so far. I'm looking forward to them tonight.
They've got a pair of 4-year starters. That's a good starting point, right, if you are a St. Raymond's team, and these are our impact players right now, Ty Turnage and Brandon Storrs.
And Ty Turnage is a 5'11" senior guard. He's averaging 21 points per game. He joined the 1,000-point club by knocking down shots like this. The 4-year starter can really do it all. Look for him to have a major impact on this game tonight. And so will his running mate, Brandon Storrs, 6'4" senior guard, is heading to Georgia Tech. How do you become the all-time leading scorer in St. Raymond's history? By scoring it at all 3 levels. He's a Player of the Year candidate coming off a big game versus Cardinal Hayes where he dropped 21. They'll need a repeat performance if St. Raymond's to get a victory tonight.
And that's another cool aspect, I think, of this showdown, is it's not only 2 of the best teams, you've got 2 of the best players in the league. That man right there, number 14 for St. Raymond's, Brandon Storrs, and Danny Carbucia. Probably 2 of what? You'd say 3 good candidates for the Player of the Year, and a lot of people saying perhaps Storrs is the leader heading into the new year.
And that will play out as the season turns to February and, to the victor goes the spoil. So you have to help your team win. You have to put up production and, have us show up when it counts. So looking forward to this matchup tonight. Should be exciting.
Spoke with both head coaches ahead of this showdown, and they gave us their keys to the game.
So for St. Raymond's, you got to take away the three-point shooting of Stepinac. Can't let them get hot. Want to keep Carbuccia out of the lane and make sure you get back in transition. And for Stepinac, you want to limit their big three and Ty Turnage, Brandon Stores, and Najee Best. Try to keep those under wraps, limit turnovers, and make sure that they get paint touches is another key for Stepinac to win this game.
Stepinac, a very long and lengthy team. It is St. Raymond's. It is Stepinac. It's a showdown on a Tuesday night in the Bronx. Opening tip when we return right here on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
We're going to keep this quick.
Because at Blaze Pizza,
artisanal quality at crazy fast speed is what we're all about.
Walk the line and choose any toppings you'd like.
Then it's just 180 seconds in our blazing hot oven
For fast fire perfection.
Come check us out and build your own pizza at Blaze Pizza.
Varsity Media is now opening up our schedule to any teams looking to be on a sportscast. Watching yourself on camera is okay, but hearing your name on a Varsity Media sportscast is like you're a pro.
And look at this opportunity. Feldman behind. Jersey pulled. Feldman! Feldman!
Here comes the 1-0. Hit on the ground at first. Quinn's up with it. Feeds to Varela. It's a no-hitter! And Division's moving on. Nassau County AA champions.
As West barks out the signal. West is going to keep it himself inside the 5 to the goal line. Touchdown! Touchdown, Southside.
Varsity Media offers sportscast coverage for any sport, and our coverage airs live and on demand so everyone can watch the game. Now is the time to be a star on Varsity Media. Contact us to book a sportscast today at 516-403-2050 or email ben@varsitymedia.net.
When it comes to live streaming, Varsity Media does it all. Athletic events, concerts, musicals, graduations, even weddings. Trust Varsity Media when it comes to your live stream event. Contact us today to learn more about Varsity Media's live streaming services at 516-403-2050 or email ben@varsitymedia.net.
We welcome you back to the Ravens Nest here in the Bronx. Dylan Butler, Oliver Antigua. Our entire Varsity Media crew. When this building is rocking, there are few like it in the Catholic League. As you see the code of conduct being introduced, some handshakes, a lot of familiar faces for these teams. A lot of guys repping the same areas. You've got Harlem guys from the Bronx, Westchester. They know each other really well. We take a look at the starting lineups. First, for the visitors from Archbishop Stepinac. And you see Danny Carbuccia at the point. Hassan Caresi, Dylan Perry, Darius Ratcliffe, and Josiah Jervis. That is a solid starting five for their head coach, Pat Massaroni, in his 10th season at the helm, a 2006 graduate of Archbishop Stepinac. Rodney Swain is his associate head coach. Alan Shepard and Alexis Nunez are the assistant coaches. And now the starters for St. Raymond's. And they're a team that has size. Maybe few have size like them, or at least that can match up like Stepinac. That's because you've got Ibrahima Kamara and Luis Carrillo Moss in the front court. You mentioned Stores and Turnage, and maybe Najee Best is that X factor for St. Raymond's, playing really, really well. Can really shoot the ball, the junior from the Bronx. And their head coach, the fashionable George Lopez, in his 13th season at the helm, a Sacred Heart 1992 graduate. His assistant coaches, Gerald Colds, Myron Hickman, Chris Williams, Kareem Reed, as well as Rob Young Sr.
Great coaching staff, taking over, keeping the program in a great spot. Was at their last game where Najee Best made 7 3-pointers. Could be an X factor today. See if he gets going from deep. Really looking forward to that. One of the best shooters in the city, and exciting. Obviously, a nice combo with Taj and Brandon Stores. So big game tonight. This should be fun, Dylan.
And we mentioned too, you see 33 and 42. That's Kamara and Moss. They're both 6'8", and they've got some size on them as too. Kamara at 238, Carilla Moss at 225, and as a result of that size, George Lopez is pretty confident. They don't have to double the post. He thinks that they have the strength to push out the Stepinac bigs as the Crusaders win the opening tip. Little continuity, Ratcliffe, they go down low to Jervis. They ran the first play at the County Center for him as well in that overtime win over Iona. Look at Brandon Stores to the basket for 2.
And you like to see that right away. Great block by Moss down low, transition offense, and you go into your all-time leading scorer. Great start for the Ravens.
Brandon Stores is a man possessed. He's got all the accolades you could want as Ratcliffe takes the 3 off the mark. What he doesn't have is a city championship, and that is his ultimate goal this year. Front rims that 3, ball bounces out and takes a deflection. And there's Ty Turnage, another guy, the ultimate competitor here at St. Raymond's.
St. Ray's getting into their half-court offense, cutting and moving.
Turnage is having probably his best shooting season to date. That one off the mark, though. Rebound goes to Stepinac, and this is what they want to do. They want to get out in transition. 3-point shot, rims around, no good. Offensive rebound for Dylan Perry. Out to Carbucia. Back inside. Perry does not get the friendly roll.
And if you're St. Raymond's, you really want to limit Stepinac to one shot attempt. You can't give him too many options.
And that is a part of Luis Carrillo Moss's game that maybe not a lot of people know about, but he could really step out and shoot it.
Coach Lopez is high on this guy, love his skill set, and says he's got a great touch from deep, and he just demonstrated there right there.
Here's Carbucia. George Lopez said we want to keep him out of the lane. Carbucia against Stores, steps back, 3-point shot is good.
And that's one of the part of his game that he's really helped to improve, working on his outside shot. You know he can get to the basket. If he can make outside jumpers, he'll be tough to guard.
5-3 early lead for St. Ray's. Stores hands off to Turnage. By the time Ty Turnage graduates, he'll have played 100-plus varsity games. That is outstanding numbers. Stores right there with him as well. Fake by Kamara. Rejection by Ratliff. Onto the court they go. Right into your living room. That's a battle. Oh, jump ball is called.
Darius Ratliff at 6'11" is a defensive force. And great timing there. Made it tough. Being a rim protector. Getting a piece of the ball. And really skilled offensively as well. So you get the double combo there if he starts playing like that on defense.
Stores with the shot clock winding down, rims out, no good. Here comes Carbucia the other way. Carbucia feeds it down low to Perry, rejected by Moss. St. Ray's ball.
And Danny's really seeing the floor well. He's getting cutters to the basket. St. Raymond's is reacting great. Really good defensive intensity so far, protecting the basket.
Here's Turnage against Carbucia. Two of the best point guards in the Catholic League. Najee Best hands off. Kamara rejected by Ratliff.
If Kamara is going to try to attack him, he's got to try to ball fake and get him up in the air because he's just too long, on the first attempt, and did a great job of blocking another block shot.
And Massaroni said a terrific rim protector, and offensively, and it's just kind of the way the game is going these days, the Ratliff boys learned by playing outside in. So they've got guard skills, including some great size. Kurla Moss's jumper off the mark. Here comes Carbusia, scoop layup.
And that's where he is so tough to guard. If he gets out in transition and gets downhill and gets the paint touch as coaches wanted, he is terrific in transition.
He's got all 5 of Stepinac's points. Here is Stores, the Georgia Tech bound senior guard. Fadeaway, buckets. Woo!
If he can make that shot tonight, that could be a bad sign for Stepinac.
The C's part, and then Kamara comes in to foul Jervis.
And that's a great foul by Kamara because it sets the tone. They're going to be physical today. Jarvis made a great drive to the basket. Could have been an easy layup, but challenged him at the rim, and Jervis gets to the foul line.
First free throw for Jervis is good. And this is what you were referring to.
Javier Jervis, excellent off the bounce, attacks the rim. Kamara comes over and draws the foul. Did a nice job of causing contact, getting to the charity stripe.
Jervis, 81% from the foul line this year, 51% from beyond the arc. He misses the second, 50% from the field. That while averaging 14.5 points a game. On a team that has a lot of similar parts, Jervis separates himself. There is contact, and Kamara with the finish.
That play was set up by Najee Best, driving to the basket, drawing the big guy, and makes a beautiful pass here. You can see on the replay, there's the cut action, gets in the lane, Ratliff steps up. Kamara with the recipient of the dish and the harm.
Kamara wasn't so sure. He came in, he transferred from JFK in the Bronx and thought he maybe would be a role player. And George Lopez says, "You are too good, big fella. You are right into our starting lineup."
And he's going to be a big key for this team just to give him that physical presence. And if he can get confidence and more experience playing, he could be a big help for the Ravens.
Carbusia intercepted. And now the Ravens get to run. The layup is good. What a finish by Hassan Cisse.
And that was defense to offense in transition. Danny over-penetrated. They got a steal, kick out, great attack to the basket.
And then his opposite 5, Paresi rejected. And the students at St. Raymond's getting loud on the baseline. There you see him. And they're still coming in.
Great environment for high school basketball in the Parkchester section of the Bronx.
I keep saying it's Castle Hill, my bad on that. 3-point shot off the mark.
Nice rebound
by Ratliff. We come the other way. Najee Best goes baseline.
The reverse finish to protect the rim. Excellent attack to the basket for the deuce.
And what a start for the Ravens. 13-6 early on. Stepinac, they're coming off a slow start against Iona Prep. As that is a 3 and miss. Stores, get out of the way. The train is coming.
If you take a quick shot on offense, that's the transition starter for the defense. So here, Ratliff misses a 3. You're going to see it. Taj runs the fast break, kicks it out to Stores, and he knows what to do with it. Attack the basket, challenged by Ratliff, but not enough. Stores for the deuce. St. Ray's is up early.
What line is that on Westchester Avenue? Because that is
the 6 train.
That was the 6 train coming down the lane. The Express. 15.
He was not slowing down either. He had one thing on his mind, attack the rim.
Yeah, 15-6 early on for St. Ray's. A great start for the Ravens. But again, last game at the County Center, those guys got off to as slow a start as you could expect. And they came back and they found a way to win against Iona Prep.
Yeah, and I think you'll see here, Coach did a great time with a timeout, settling his team down. Get them under focus. Let's run offense. Let's get some good shots. I think they're shooting a little too fast, just helping St. Ray's get out in transition. I look for a good set where they get some continuity, move the ball around. Look for Jervis to get a touch out of this. And here's a little pressure from St. Raymond's, trying to get the ball out of Danny's hand, which is smart.
That's Adonis Ratliff. Ooh, and a foul was called. And a late one at that.
Good job on the timeout to switch it up, put a little pressure defense, kind of maybe speed them up a little bit, and almost got away with it, but committed a foul there, and now they got to take the ball out of bounds.
Jervis, corner, 3 off the mark, and here comes the Stores Express. Reversal, Bess for 3. Najee Bess.
He has been shooting lights out. One of the best to do it. If he sets his feet up, you got to find him. Great shot. Big time find by Stores for the kick out, trusting his teammate.
Najee Bess, 3-year varsity player, 41% from beyond the arc to start this season. Jervis to the corner, a little shake and bake. Not going anywhere against the bigs. Moss, the rejection. Now here comes Najee Bess. Carrillo Moss tries to go baseline. A little ill-advised pass taken away by Jervis. Here comes Carbucia in transition. Lost it, but he was fouled on his way up.
Yeah, and Moss got a little carried away. He tried to take on the big guy off the bounce, got in no man's land, and caused a turnover there. And then right back at it. There's Danny getting in transition, drawing the foul. Excellent job creating the contact, trying to stop the bleeding here, which is what you want to do.
And Carbucia knocks down the first. The free throw line has been a place that he has struggled uncharacteristically as well. Usually a really good free throw shooter, so Masseroni even asking us on our call any suggestions on to break that malaise. I suggest you just close your eyes.
He knocks down both.
He does.
It's a great start and stops the run.
He's got 7 of his team's 8 to start this game. 10-point lead for the Ravens. Here's Stores. He gets doubled, kicks it off to Moss. Baseline. Turnage, and he was fouled. Oh no, he stepped out.
Stepped out of bounds. Tight space down there in that baseline for the little fella. I know what he was trying to do, but probably just to reverse the ball and try to get another better shot.
Good defense by Adonis Ratliff. Here's Carbucia. Hands off. There is Ratliff. 3 off the mark. St. Ray's ball.
Yeah, I'm not sure that's the shot coach wants early in the offense. If you got a hot hand and you're making shots, I understand. But right now they're struggling from the perimeter. Maybe look to get something going to the basket if I'm Stepinac.
Here comes Turnage. As we are approaching the final minute of an electric opening quarter here in the Bronx. Works off the screen. Turnage pumps it to the corner. A little fake 3. Carrillo Moss out top. Stores for 3. Back rim, no good. It bounces around, and it will be Stepinac ball off the foul.
Yeah, a little push off there on the offensive rebound. Can't do that, so we're going the other way with it.
The foul on Carrillo Moss. He'll sit for the final 44 seconds and Kamara in. So multiple ways that George Lopez could play. He played with both bigs to start the game, and now he's going 1-for-1 as a smaller lineup for both teams.
Yeah, he got some flexibility with some guards because the Stores is a big guard himself. He can guard other guys. That gives him a nice chance to move down to the 4 spot.
First look there at Jack Coco. Fouled inside was Ratliff.
And good adjustment there by Stepinac, getting him closer to the basket, using his size. St. Ray's has to foul, and now we got Ratliff going to the line, shooting 2.
One thing we've found out early on, is there's no free passes at that basket. Certainly on the far side here as Ratliff knocks down his first. Of course, the Twins, their dad played many years in the NBA, so terrific pedigree for both.
And you can see that in their skill set and the way they play. Obviously, Dad's a 10-year NBA veteran, Defensive Player of the Year, all defense. Great advantage to have that in your backyard, right? Learning the game of basketball.
Final 14-second shot clock is off. The Ravens can hold for the last if they so choose. Turnage does not. It rims out. Good rebound, track down. Corner, Stores, 3. Side rim, no good. And Coco will not be able to get a layup on the other side. Well, the Ravens, they came out electric in this jam-packed Ravens nest.
Great start early by Brandon Stores, trusting his teammates, finding Nate job best for the 3 in transition, getting the Ravens going early. Place is packed, a lot of energy in the building. Great first quarter of this big-time battle in the Catholic League.
St. Ray's leads 18-10. You're watching it all right here on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
You're watching Varsity Media, New York's high school sports network.
Back here in the Parkchester section of the Bronx. Dylan Butler, Oliver Antigua, a rare sort of quietness here in the Ravens nest as everyone kind of takes a second to take a breath after a really fun opening quarter. And St. Raymond's has the early 18-10 lead.
Good energy, a lot of defensive activity. You can see that the game means a lot. There's a lot of challenges at the rim. Nobody's giving up easy baskets. Good basketball so far. Looking forward to this next quarter.
Forgot to mention the first quarter. We'll do so now. Our officials, Jerry Keating, Jimmy Nolan, and Arthur Lee Walker. Stepinac ball coming out. Caresi. That was a push-off.
So second quarter, Caresi's running the point. He's the backup for Danny when coach wants to give him a blow. And real quickly, he comes right back in the game after that one possession. He said, I've seen enough. Gets his senior star back in the game.
And for Stepinac, it's a little bit of, what would you say, almost an embarrassment of riches, right? Like, it's almost like an NBA team where Massaroni, I guess, is a good problem to have, but he's got so much talent that he's got to kind of keep everybody happy among, like, his first 8 or 9. Zaire Johnson electrifying the crowd. Johnson kicks out. 3 ball, back rim, no good. That was Quan Johnson. Loose ball, we'll jump it up.
Guys are on the floor hustling, diving on it. This game means a lot. But to your point, when you have so much talent and depth and so many different skill sets, it does take time for the team to gel, guys to find their roles. And in any given game, somebody to get hot and get going on offense. So right now they're looking for that. Danny is leading the way, but you're looking for some other help for some other guys.
I think you made a great point on the call that we had with Coach Massaroni. When you score 8 points maybe for a Stepinac, that's like scoring 15 or 20 for somebody else.
That's
because
right.
The touches just aren't there. At least not as many for others. That's a nice steal. Carbucia, the layup.
And that's a big-time part of his game he doesn't get a lot of credit for, but a really great big physical guard. Gets his quick hands on the ball, deflection steal, and gets a nice little layup for his team. And maybe that'll get him going.
And now Jack Coco gets involved as he went to grab the basketball, and looking to grab it right back was Quan Johnson.
And Coach was been praising Coco's effort in practice and is rewarding him in the games. He played a lot against Iona Prep in his last game. A nice veteran guard that can really defend and knows his role and gives him some depth on the bench.
So jump ball goes the Ravens' way as Johnson will inbounds. And here is Stores now. Stores against Jervis, and there he comes again. Carbucia picked his pocket. Unfortunately for him, though, stepped out.
Quick hands and getting deflections and being a disturbance right now on the defensive end making it tough for St. Raymond's to get into their half-court offense.
Carbucia wasn't really available early in the early portions of the season. In November, was with the Dominican national team.
And that's a big-time experience for them, traveling the world, playing against players from all over. FIBA basketball is at its highest.
Stores turns, baseline, side rim, no good. Here comes Coco. Intercepted, though, by Stores. Another jumper off the mark by Stores.
Probably could have pulled that one out and got a better look, but can't fault the effort. It's playing really hard right now.
Here comes Jervis. Three-point shot is up, and it is good. That's Josh Rivera. Nice to have a 6'7" sophomore coming off the bench.
And he had the big shot against Iona Prep in overtime to give him the lead, and Coach loves his ability to make shots, and he can definitely do that with the best of them.
And St. Ray's has clawed their way back in. It was a 10-point lead. It feels like only a few moments ago for St. Ray's. Now it's a 3-point game. Johnson, Kamara switches hands, misses it, goes in again. A third time, no good.
And that's great defense by Ratliff, being a shot blocker, challenger there.
And now Ratliff looking to show his range to tie it, misses the three. Stores loses the ball, but it will stay with St. Raymond's. Brandon Stores went through a little bit of a funk in the early portion of the season, and it's hard to fault him because he wants it so bad, right? But now these last two games, the Imho Prep game and then the rivalry game against Cardinal Hayes, playing some of his best basketball of his senior year.
And he's too good of a player, and he just has to trust himself and his work ethic and his teammates and let the game come to him. As you can see, he got off to a great start. You know, teams are going to focus on taking him away, so he's got to be prepared for that extra defense coming at him.
Fun matchup there. Maybe future ACC matchup between Jervis and Stores. Shot clock violation, so that three is no good by Turnage. Good defense by the Crusaders, and that's what they've been doing throughout. They've been inconsistent offensively. It's been a roller coaster game to game, but what they have done from game one to now is they have defended.
Absolutely, and Coach talked about that. That one thing that in the Iona Prep game, even though they struggled offensively, they really held Iona in check and played really good defense. And the last few possessions, you could see them really hunkering in, playing team defense, helping each other out, taking Stores away, making somebody else beat them. And Coach talked about that. You know, maybe let the other guys try to see if they can score and take away Ty and Stores.
So Blaze Pizza, they are offering a family meal. It feeds up to 5. You can pick any 3 pizzas. Oh, the 11-inch original dough, the thick crust, plus any 2 sides, any dessert, salad, cheesy, and cinnamon bread for an incredible deal of $35. That is a deal. Listen, everyone's talking about congestion pricing and the tolls are going up. Blaze Pizza's like, we've got a deal for you.
I like it. I'm a huge pizza guy. I'm a pepperoni guy, but 5 for $35, sign me up, man. When we going?
We're going Friday.
That's right.
Because we'll be at the Battle of the Boulevard between St. Francis Prep and Holy Cross, walking distance to the Fresh Meadows Blaze Pizza.
And Coach Turnage is in the building watching his son play. I'm looking forward to being involved in that rivalry on Friday and getting down to Blaze after, getting a nice pepperoni pie.
Yeah, so they got the pepperoni, they got the spicy pepperoni. Zendon Hamill the other night, he went spicy pepperoni. I'm not sure if
I don't know if I can
too much
handle
for you
that. Yeah,
there.
too much
Some
for me,
jalapenos on that.
Nah, it's too much. Too much. Get acid reflux.
So here comes Carbucia off the timeout. Good ball movement. Jervis for 3. Rims around. That's a good look. How about Carbucia? What do we got?
Ref's
An offensive foul on Carbucia.
But that's a better offensive possession because Ratliff was open with 3. Notice he's not making it. Kicked it to Jervis, who's their hot hand. He reversed it, didn't go down, but Danny's really trying to will this team back in this game, playing tremendous on both ends.
Stores, hands off, gets it right back. Kicks it out to Carrillo Moss. Back to Stores. Stores, that is a tough jumper. It is short, and Ratliff comes away with the rebounds.
Now, he hit one earlier, but he had a smaller guy in him. That time, Josh is 6'7", so a little different defensively.
Look at Ratliff showing the range.
And that's a good sign for them. If he gets going, he could be tough to guard out there.
1 point game. It feels like, Oliver, St. Raymond's has been stuck on 18 for a long time. Stores make sure that changes. Another power move and the foul.
Right on cue. If your team is struggling and you got a go-to guy who's your all-time leading scorer, great time to call his number if you're Coach Lopez. And big basket for St. Raymond's. And as you mentioned there, they were stuck a little bit. He's driving hard left, draws the contact, big physical, strong, gets through it, gets it up on the rim, and finishes the three-point play. Much needed bucket there for St. Raymond's there after that last few possessions coming up empty.
9 now for Stores. Kamara with the steal. Carbucia gets it right back. The quick outlet. Jervis to the hole.
Bad possession there for Rays. Kamara tried to do too much with it. Big fella's got to pick the ball up and get it to his guard, because that could have been a nice possession for them.
Kirill Moss from the corner, side rim, gets his own rebound, attacks the basket. Some contact. He and Ratliff went down. That was a tough one there for Kirill Moss, and that's the argument from George Lopez as well.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, but you got to let the guy land, and he was underneath Adonis's feet, so the ref's going to call that all day.
Well, I think his argument is there was a foul before that on the rim attack.
But you know what? I don't mind the refs letting the guys play a little bit. If you go strong to the basket, you got to finish. Don't look for the bailout. They're letting them attack the rim on both sides. If you're Moss, you got to understand when you go in there, you got to go strong.
Kirill Moss, a little bit of foul trouble. He'll sit down, and Zaire Johnson checks in. Jervis, the one more. Good look inside, but off the hands of Dylan Perry.
And Caresi had the right idea because he had Perry cutting underneath the basket. Just got a piece of it and deflected off his hand.
And it's Turnage. Slow start for Ty. Yet to get a bucket. And there's that tough one again. Stores in front of Jervis.
He loves that post up, using his body to set up the defense, creates a space.
And now Jervis scores on him.
And a turnover with Carbucia.
2 more for Josiah. We're tied at 23.
This game is back and forth right now, Dylan, and they're getting after it.
Turnage fouled on his way up.
If you're St. Raymond's, you're getting a little sloppy underneath the basket. That's 2 turnovers in a row. After a basket, you're giving Stepinac too many opportunities. You got to really be strong and smart with the possession here. I'm sure Coach Lopez is talking to his guys about that right now.
This is a part of the game for Ty Turnage he has excelled at. Free throw shooting, 88% from the line this year, and there are a lot of eyes on him tonight.
Absolutely. Coach Pecora from Quinnipiac's in the house. Coach Gallagher from Manhattan. Fordham, Hofstra, Dayton's in the building. All these guys looking at Ty, and has a great career. Really, really great head on his shoulders, and will be an asset for any college program.
Corner 3, buckets for Johnson.
The sophomore, the lefty, coach is high on this kid, has no fear, was on the freshman team.
And Ratliff the other way. And the energy that we saw in that first quarter is coming back into the Ravens' nest.
Yeah, this is a heavyweight fight right now. They're going mano a mano. Ratliff with the finish, the dunk. You love to see that from the big fella, showing his athleticism.
Turnage and Stores.
This is his spot.
Turns on Dylan Perry. That's short.
Well defended.
Caresi the rebound. Gets it back from Ratliff. And here come the Crusaders. Perry on the baseline, kicks it out. Ratliff for 3. Buries it.
He's feeling it. He can make those now, and that's 2 in a row for him. That could be a problem for the Ravens if he gets going.
Ratliff 7 in the second quarter. Tied again at 28. Kamara. kicked it out. Good hands by Caresi, though he stepped out along the sideline.
Bodies are flying everywhere, Dylan. Love the energy. High energy on defense right now. Skill level on display, shot-making ability, athleticism. It's what you want to see in the top teams in the Catholic League.
For Stepinac, they go from like 3,500 at the county center against Iona, and they need overtime to beat the Gales, and now they're in another tough environment on the road. A steal, Jervis ahead to Caresi. Caresi lost it. Where are we going? Off the thigh. St. Raymond's ball.
Both defenses are doing a great job in help collapsing. If you drive to the basket, you got to be very strong with the basketball. It's not for the weak. As you can see, both teams are trying to attack the rim, and the defense is holding steady.
Here comes Turnage. Gets the call from his bench. Turnage and Carbusia, 2 4-year starters. That doesn't happen often in the Catholic League. Good defense by Carbusia, trying to deny Turnage. He's got it. Turnage tucks it under. Rejected off the backboard by Ratliff.
What a block shot.
And
terrific instance.
Now Carbusia, a chance for Stepinac to have their first lead of the game. 7 seconds. Carbusia pulls up. That is short. Coco, the rebound, deflected out. And we are tied. $28-all. What a great atmosphere here in the Bronx. Both teams with runs, Oliver, and at the end of 16 minutes, we are where we started, tied between these two rivals. We are joined now at halftime by George Lopez. We weren't sure what we were doing. We were tied. Pat Masseroni's like, do I go on? Do we get George?
I thought you guys just flipped the coin, so.
I think it's like tie goes to the runner, tie goes to the home team. So, okay. George, great atmosphere as expected in this one. A game of runs. You guys had a terrific first quarter. You kind of got stuck on 18 a little bit as Stepinac made their way back in it.
Yeah, we got stagnant on the offensive end. We made a couple of substitutions. Guys are still trying to get, familiar with different spots and playing different roles, and it definitely affected our flow of offense.
Coach, I'm sure you're going to go talk to your team at halftime about ball possession, because you got a couple steals that could have led to transition baskets, then you turned it over because some of the guys are maybe trying to do too much. Maybe settle them down, get the ball to the 4-year point guard, and let's get some good offense. Seems like if you just take care of the basketball, you might be up a couple of baskets as opposed to being tied.
That's a good call, Coach, because that is definitely going to be a point of emphasis once I get into that locker room. I thought we had a great opportunity, like you said. I mean, we were able to turn them over, and we just didn't necessarily capitalize. And it's just us making silly mistakes, not valuing, each possession and taking care of the ball. So I think these guys need to understand it's going to be a dogfight. We knew it was going to be a dogfight, and, we just have to make sure we come out swinging in the third quarter.
All right, George, we appreciate it. Best of luck in the second half.
Thank you.
All right, that's George Lopez, the St. Raymond's head coach. He will no doubt take your advice and perhaps get into that locker room and give his guys those same
And
words.
I got to give a shout-out to my guy, Truck Bryant.
Yeah.
St. Ray's legend, West Virginia Final Four in the building from Brooklyn. Got to give my man a shout-out. We're on live TV. I just wanted to let you know what's up.
Listen, you love it when you get the legends in the gym, and Truck, one of those. There's been some amazing players here at St. Raymond's, 3 All-Americans, and Truck Bryant. He's up there in the Mount Rushmore.
Yeah, I call him the walking bucket.
So what a great half we had. We'll take a quick break. We got some analysis, stats, and more when we return. 28-all here at the Ravens Nest. You're watching it all on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
You're watching Varsity Media, New York's high school sports network.
We're going to keep this quick.
Because at Blaze Pizza,
artisanal quality at crazy fast speed is what we're all about.
Walk the line and choose any toppings you'd like.
Then it's just 180 seconds in our blazing hot oven
For fast by perfection.
Come check us out and build your own pizza at Blaze Pizza.
Varsity Media is now opening up our schedule to any teams looking to be on a sportscast. Watching yourself on camera is okay, but hearing your name on a Varsity Media sportscast is like you're a pro.
And look at this opportunity. Feldman behind. Jersey pulled. Feldman! Feldman!
Here comes the 1-0. Hit on the ground at first. Quinn's up with it. Feeds to Varela. It's a no-hitter! And Division's moving on. Nassau County AA champions.
As West barks out the signal. West is going to keep it himself inside the 5 to the goal line. Touchdown! Touchdown, Southside.
Varsity Media offers sportscast coverage for any sport, and our coverage airs live and on demand so everyone can watch the game. Now is the time to be a star on Varsity Media. Contact us to book a sportscast today at 516-403-2050 or email ben@varsitymedia.net. Are you a local business looking for new and creative ways to promote your company? Varsity Media offers affordable rates that can get your message across to a demographic of 18 to 54 years of age. Our follower base across social media is over 50,000 strong, and our viewership numbers per game are in the thousands. Don't blow your advertising budget on old staples like TV and radio media. Reach out to Varsity Media to get the best bang for your buck.
Hey parents, Varsity Media is now offering ISO video of just your athlete. Why settle for the wide angle that shows every player on the field? With our ISO video, your athlete is front and center the entire game. This footage will help in creating highlight videos for college coaches to better pinpoint your athlete's play on the field. Watching our video will help your athlete improve progressively throughout the season and may lead to a college scholarship. Varsity Media is now booking ISO videos for the winter, but spots are limited. Contact us today for basketball, ice hockey, wrestling, and swimming by calling 516-403-2050 or emailing ben@varsitymedia.net.
For the latest news in high school sports, be sure to check out varsitymedia.net or follow us on social media at Varsity Media.
High school sports fans, Varsity Media is the exclusive live stream partner of Nassau County Championships. To live stream fall, winter, and spring championship events, head to varsitymediapass.com to order. Now accessible on smart TVs. Varsity Media is your home for the Nassau County Championships.
When it comes to live streaming, Varsity Media does it all. Athletic events, concerts, musicals, graduations, even weddings. Trust Varsity Media when it comes to your live stream event. Contact us today to learn more about Varsity Media's live streaming services at 516-403-2050 or email ben@varsitymedia.net.
Did you just have the best athletic year of your life? And now you want to show it off to college coaches? Well, let Varsity Media help you. Varsity Media's college recruiting videos show off your unique skills to help you land a spot on the team of your dream school. We'll provide music, spot shadow effects, and a link to send to your next coach. Contact us today for more information. Don't rely on word of mouth or cold emails. Let Varsity Media help you take your game to the next level. Hey parents, how about a bobblehead for your athlete? Bobbleheads are one of the most preferred personalized gift items today, and it's so easy to order. All you need is a photo of your athlete, a model number from our extensive collection of bobbleheads, and the sculpting process begins. 2 proofs are sent for your approval, and once it's approved, in a few weeks, your bobblehead is on the way. It's that simple. Order your bobblehead today by logging into varsitymediapass.com and click catalogs or call 516-403-2050.
Did you know Varsity Media now offers action photography for all sporting events? Available for individuals or teams, we'll send dedicated photographers down to field level to capture your best moments. Our rates are affordable and our photos will leave you with lasting memories for a lifetime. Contact us today, mention this ad, and get $25 off your first order. Email Ben at varsitymedia.net or call 516-403-2050.
You're watching Varsity Media, New York's high school sports network.
We're going to keep this quick.
Because at Blaze Pizza,
Artisanal quality at crazy fast speed is what we're all about.
Walk the line and choose any toppings you'd like.
Then it's just 180 seconds in our blazing hot oven.
For fast by perfection.
Come check us out and build your own pizza at Blaze Pizza.
Varsity Media is now opening up our schedule to any teams looking to be on a sportscast. Watching yourself on camera is okay, but hearing your name on a Varsity Media sportscast is like you're a pro.
And look at this opportunity. Feldman behind. Jersey pulled. Feldman! Feldman!
Here comes the 1-0. Hit on the ground at first. Quinn's up with it. Feeds to Varela. It's a no-hitter! And Division's moving on. Nassau County AA champions.
As West barks out the signal. West is going to keep it himself inside the 5 to the goal line. Touchdown! Touchdown, Southside.
Varsity Media offers sportscast coverage for any sport, and our coverage airs live and on demand so everyone can watch the game. Now is the time to be a star on Varsity Media. Contact us to book a sportscast today at 516-403-2050 or email Ben at varsitymedia.net. Are you a local business looking for new and creative ways to promote your company? Varsity Media offers affordable rates that can get your message across to a demographic of 18 to 54 years of age. Our follower base across social media is over 50,000 strong, and our viewership numbers per game are in the thousands. Don't blow your advertising budget on old staples like TV and radio media. Reach out to Varsity Media to get the best bang for your buck.
Back at the Ravens' nest. That's the sound for the start of the second half. And we are tied at 28 between Stepinac and St. Raymond's. Dylan Butler, Oliver Antigua, our entire Varsity Media crew. Some balanced scoring in that first half for the visitors. It was Danny Carbuccio leading the way with 9. Darius Ratliff, Josiah Jervis with 7 apiece. Rivera knocked down the triple. Adonis Ratliff with a couple of free throws. That's your scoring for Stepinac, and for St. Ray's. Stores with 11. Najee Bess with 5. You got Zaire Johnson with 3. You've got Carrillo Moss with 3. And then Kamara, Turnage, and Cisse with 2 each. And I think what you see from that is, you have 11 from Stores, but I think St. Ray's, if they want to come out of this game with a win, they need Ty to start getting close to his season average.
No question about it. I mean, he's getting 20 a game, and I'm sure that he'll be aggressive in the second half. Look for his shot.
Here's Jervis trying to give Stepinac their first lead. Perry, baseline, tough jumper off the mark. Loose ball comes to Stores. Here comes Turnage. Pulls up off the rim. Not a bad shot off of Kamara, and it'll be Stepinac ball.
And I like that from Turnage right away. It's a nice mid-range. It's in his skill set. He can make that. It just didn't go down for him. And good start for Stepinac, too. They got a paint touch. Coach talked about it. Jarvis getting the lane and a nice field to Perry. He didn't finish, but it was a good start on the offensive end.
Here's Carbuccio. Off the mark. Stores the steal. The 6 train to Bess off the glass. Kamara cleans it up.
Big time put back there, right place at the right time. And, the team that kind of makes the least mistakes, I think, is going to start to take control of this game. It was a little sloppy early on. You really want to execute in the second half here as money time comes. Really run your set and get good shots.
Jervis, that was a good look.
In and out.
You come the other way. Najee Bess.
Yeah, that kid eats and sleeps in that corner. So if you leave him wide open, you're just going to count that bucket. Great job.
He's got a tent. He's got some cable over there.
He can make it in his sleep.
Kamara, the steal on the baseline. Turnage wanted that ball quickly.
Another turnover.
Oh, forced it inside. Stores was open in the corner. Here's Carbuccia.
Yeah, Moss needs that back.
Ratliff off the mark. Big E. The rebounds.
I like his activity, Dylan. Making his imprint in this game.
He's doubled. And he was fouled.
The transfer making an impact. Nice addition to the Ravens here. On defense, being physical, getting rebounds, and now even drawing fouls in there. And you can see the last play was a nice putback, giving St. Raymond's a nice 5-point lead.
It was not while shooting, so it goes out to Kirill Moss. And it's back to Ty Turnage. Bess. Kirill Moss bangs inside with Perry. Off the mark, no good. Ratliff the rebound.
And that's if you're Coach Lopez, you like that touch. It's a close shot at the basket inside. Just didn't go down.
And now Kamara called for his second foul.
Danny is so fast, man. He gets down the floor. He puts a lot of pressure on your defense. You got to really sprint back and get back into position. Stepinac team is so talented. They got so many weapons, so many ways they can beat you.
And if you're Stepinac in that locker room at halftime, yeah, of course there's things you didn't like, but you know what? They're already +8 from last game at halftime as Caresi misses it. Perry the rebound, forced it over Kirill Moss. Will play volleyball on the glass. It goes to the Ravens. Here comes Turnage. Open floor. Ty Turnage.
And that's what he needed to get him going. The crafty veteran getting to the basket. Timeout by Stepinac. I'm sure coach is going to settle his guys down before this game gets too far away from him. And here is Ty in transition. The 4-year senior with the pretty finger roll on the finish at the basket.
And you could see in that replay, there was a moment where he decides, I'm going.
That's right.
Right? And he went right at Jervis, and now a conversation here along the Stepinac bench. Pat Massaroni said, listen, we have been a rickety roller coaster this start of the year. So they're trying to calm things down here. A great slate we have for you here on the Varsity Media Sports Network. You and I will be on Francis Lewis Boulevard on Friday night. Holy Cross, St. Francis Prep. Oh, if you need parking, I got some connections there. So just let me know. We'll get you in there. No worries.
Hook me up.
That's a Friday night showdown. We got Elmont Roslyn coming up on Monday. Another fun one in Queens down in Astoria. McClancy, St. John's Prep, both in Class 8 this year. Go to the ice. Kellenberg and Chaminade, and then Syosset and Massapequa. All these games coming to you on the Varsity Media Sports Network. So off the timeout, a good start of the second half for the Ravens.
And that's Coach Massaroni, veteran, knows this game is important, doesn't like what he's seeing, calls a timeout, regroups his guys, gets some instruction. I'm sure they'll come out and run a really good set and let everybody touch it and get some ball movement here going. There you see him patient, moving the ball around.
Carbucci nearly lost it. Ratliff nearly lost it as well. Ratliff!
I see you, big fella, attacking the rim with the finish with authority.
So many things, Oliver, looked like it was going wrong on that possession. Carbucci fumbles it. Ratliff fumbles it.
Comedy of errors.
And the big guy's like, forget this.
I know what to do with it, Dylan. I'm going to just flush it down their face. Big time play. The elevation for the big fella.
Kirill Moss, here's Turnage. Splits defenders. Kamara rejected by Ratliff. George Lopez imploring the officials for a foul. None given. Jervis from 3. Bang!
And this kid is one of the top players in the city, and he gets going, and he starts making them shots. Watch out for St. Raymond's.
Kirill Moss off the mark. Jervis the rebound. And here comes Josiah in transition. Caresi. Contact. We could hear it from here. And Caresi will go to the line.
Do not enter the paint weak or you'll get rejected. This game is for the strong, and the physical. Caresi getting on the attack, draws the contact, gets the foul, and going to the charity stripe for 2.
Caresi, a junior from Harlem. And the thing about him, too, right? 6'5", 12 points a game, knocks down the first. The question about Haas is, will he do what his brothers did and in his senior year get up to like 6'8"? That was the case for Umar and Suleiman as well, both playing Division I basketball.
And that's why schools like VCU, Richmond, UMass are all over this kid. High level ceiling. Coach loves his ability to shoot and make plays, and you can see him playing at the next level. College basketball for free is in his future.
Knocks down both. There will be a lot of Division I players out of Stepinac these next couple of years.
No question.
There's 8 guys, or 9 if you include the commitment already for Corbusia on this roster. Carrillo Moss fakes the 3, pulls up. Side rim, no good. Here comes Jervis the other way. Josiah Jervis, the scoop layup is good.
And there he's showing his ability to score on all 3 levels. He gave us the 3-point shot first. Then he shows the athleticism and the attack to the basket. He had guys all over him, explodes up to the rim for the finish.
Pat Masseroni said they played, of course they play a national schedule, Stepinac. And Jervis was playing well. And he got a phone call from John Schreier from Duke. Said, I love your game. Carolina, a guy that you know well, also has some interest in Jervis.
University of Illinois, Coach Antigua loves him and keeps tabs on him, and many, many other schools as well, because really a fantastic offensive player.
Well, he likely will go on and play college basketball. Well, he definitely will. And some guys currently for Stepinac playing next level basketball. Oh, that's a nice 5 for you.
Big time. R.J. Davis, North Carolina, one of the best players in college basketball. Malcolm Chimizi at Boston University. Boogie Flan, who's having a great year at Arkansas for Coach Cal. Samuel Gibbs at Loyola. And Ben Little at Wesleyan. Next level St. Stepinac alum.
And as we said, there'll be more coming up. That list will increase by about 9 come 2 years from now. And this whole class of juniors, and that's another fun aspect of this. We didn't really touch on it yet. But we talked about the star power. We talked about the 2 4-year starting guards. We talked about 2 of the best teams in the league. These are 2 teams stacked with juniors.
Absolutely, and the future's great, in good hands. A lot of talent that's being displayed right now, and only going to get better.
So off the timeout, Stepinac had a run. Now George Lopez calls a timeout. Stores, short, rebound goes to Stepinac.
And that's where you see that defense and that size really making it tough for Stores to get a good look at the rim. Ratliff is 6'11" with those hands up. Not easy to score over the big fella.
Corbusia.
That's such a pretty move.
11 for Corbusia.
And he gets in the lane, man. There's nothing much you can do about it.
And it's on this side of the ball. And we've seen it tonight as well. That as a turnover for St. Ray's. That's one thing that Pat Masseroni says, listen, you're going to go play for Frank Martin. You got to play defense. And that is what Corbusia has really elevated this season.
A little coaching strategy change. Coach went to a 3-2 zone that last possession. St. Ray's didn't recognize it. Todd Turner's forced out of bounds. Nice adjustment there by Coach Masseroni.
And that's a zone that he's shown this year.
Yeah, a little wrinkle, a little sprinkle. His man-to-man is his main defense about 90% of the time.
Corbusia rejected. But we're coming right back with Dylan Perry. Perry, again, no free. There's an easy pass at the Whitestone Bridge. There is none in this going to the basket. That is for sure.
These live ball turnovers are really killing St. Raymond. Stores didn't have anything. He needs to slow it down, try to go behind his back in the open floor, turned it over. Perry with the steal, goes strong to the basket, almost finished it, and draws the foul.
Some of the coaches in attendance looking at this guy, Dylan Perry. Manhattan, Quinnipiac, FDU, Siena, Columbia, Yale. Front rim on the first.
And you can see why, man. He's super athletic here. You see him getting to the basket, explodes up, challenges the rim, draws the contact, gets the foul. Good-looking prospect and only going to get better.
He goes 1 of 2 from the line. 40-35 for Stepinac. 2:21 left in this third quarter. And it's now Zaire Johnson.
Here's the zone again, zone look. St. Ray's got to recognize and try to get into the gaps. Be patient and move the ball around.
Stores, turns, tough jumper.
His mid-range jump shot is as good as anybody in the New York City.
It's kind of sadly a lost art these days, right? As Jervis misses the 3, tip rebound, where we going? It goes to St. Ray's. Corner 3, side rim no good, big rebound goes to the Ravens. Johnson, the floater.
Tell you, Hassan Cisse is the energy guy, comes off the bench, gets hands on loose balls, finds Johnson there for the nice little teardrop, and those are big baskets off the bench for St. Raymond's.
1-point ball game. Rebound for Stores, quick outlet in transition, Najee Bess.
And that all started by Brandon Stores with the heads up, great long pass ahead to Best for the finish.
Best with 10, raised by 1. Stores, he tries it again, why not? The outlet to Cisse.
Boy, the energy is picking up, and St. Raymond's is benefiting from transition offense right now.
The C's part for Jervis, count it!
The blow by and the finish. Impressive by this young man, Dylan.
Foul on Cisse.
With the left hand, look at the blow-by, explosion. Keeping his head up, finishes with authority.
He almost
and gets the foul.
Almost took out Ron Pierre there in the baseline. Although Ron had his spot. That was going to be a charge.
This kid's got another gear, Dylan. He is going to be special.
15 in 3 quarters right now for Jervis.
And counting.
Yeah, 43 all.
And he lets the game come to him. He doesn't force anything, which you love to see.
Best for 3, off the mark, no good. Rebound to Coco. And now the Crusaders can hold for the last shot. Step back, Rivera.
He says, I got something for you. Hold that. Pull-up jump shot off the dribble. Big-time basket.
Money, the sophomore from Yonkers, Stores. And he was fouled on his way to the hoop.
We got some great action going on here. Back and forth. Both teams going at it. Pretty impressive skills being displayed by both sides.
So Brandon Stores to the line. 4-year varsity starter. 1,000-point scorer, the all-time leading scorer at St. Ray's. Now you consider the history here at St. Ray's and some of the names that we mentioned before. 3 McDonald's All-Americans, Julius Hodge, Majestic Mapp, Karim Reed, now an assistant coach at St. Raymond's. Among them, you saw Truck Bryant before. The list goes on, but no one has scored more points than Brandon Stores.
Yeah, and he's an incredible worker. Put the time in, and I'm sure Coach Lopez is not going to be happy about giving up that basket with 6 seconds to go.
Not a chance, as Caresi, as easy as it has been getting to the basket, and he gives Stepinac the 47.
And this is probably the easiest 2 points of the night for this man. attacking the rim, going to the left hand with the pretty finish for Stepinac.
Stepinac 47-44. The money quarter coming up next on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
You're watching Varsity Media, New York's premier high school sports network.
Wait, oh my God!
Oh, hello, hi, how are you? All right. Hey, what's going on, man? How you doing? All right, I'm Ron. Oh, what's going on? How you doing, sir? How you doing? I'm Ron. Hey, what's going on, man? How you doing? Oh, hello, hi, how are you? How you doing? Oh my God. I'm Ron, nice to meet you. Blaze right now is offering a large shareable pizza here with real ingredients. Not frozen, none of that frozen crust, all right? Right. So I want to show you some beautiful, unique toppings that we have. Artichoke, arugula. Wow. You like that type of stuff? That's for you, all right? Oh, no, I'm Ron. I don't know who LeBron is. Me and you take a selfie. Come on in. Hey, that's Ron. You tell your friends to take you to Blaze Pizza and tell them Ron sent you, okay? All right, put it there. My guy. You even take Ron's hat. That's yours.
Oh my God.
Well, as if winning 4 NBA titles wasn't enough, LeBron James also owns multiple Blaze Pizza franchises. You want to eat like an NBA star? King James is rumored, Oliver, to add 16 different toppings to his pizza. And if that sounds like too much for you, listen, you can just choose from a few of their 35-plus toppings.
If it's good for LeBron, it's good for me.
You know, I'm not sure even if LeBron had this, we were able to get a sneak preview. You know what they have coming up? January 15th? Little chicken and pickles. I know it sounds weird, dude, but
ooh, okay.
It was nice. It was a good slice. I got to say that.
I'm sure somebody requested it. My wife likes the pickles, so she may try that.
Stores, runner, short, Jervis, rebounds. Here come the Crusaders. Caressi, and that is in.
And that's a tough shot. You saw the defender try to take the charge. He eluded the contact, and beautiful concentration to finish there.
11 for Hassan Caressi.
This is danger zone here for St. Raymond's.
Especially with Jervis. The kick. Coco. No. Rebound inside. Caressi was fouled.
St. Raymond's is getting a little bit of sloppy here. They got to value every possession. You don't want to come down and not get a good shot at the basket. And Stepinac is way too good of a team to give them some transition baskets. They'll get out and run, and they're with their athletes. They'll put pressure on you. They'll get to the foul line, and they'll score the basketball.
And Haas has knocked down all 3 of his free throws.
He's got a good-looking stroke. Really good-looking stroke.
Yeah, came in shooting just 61% from the line, knocks down both.
Yeah, those percentages will definitely improve.
Now, if you're St. Ray's, Oliver, you need a good possession here.
Yeah, coach has got to go to one of his best sets to try to get Stores or Taj, something, but
Caressi read it. Stores. And that was a late call, but I still think probably the good one.
Yeah, it's St. Raymond's not being crisp on offense, a little bit lackadaisical. Caressi with the steal. And there's that defense. Caressi with his long length, and Stores reaches in and gets a piece of the hand.
Caressi misses the first.
If you're St. Raymond's, you got to get a shot attempt every time down. You can't come up empty if you want to try to beat the champs. You got to play really good basketball down the stretch here.
Caressi 1 of 2. 14 now for Caressi. An 8-point lead for the Crusaders. Stores for 3. Off the rim, no good. And St. Ray's kind of going small here a little bit, although Kamara is in the middle. Good rebounds by Cisse. And now St. Raymond's Hassan will go to the line.
And I like Hassan because he does whatever coach wants. He comes in the game, gives them energy. You can see he's undersized, but he's battling down there, and gets the foul and gets to put some points on the board here. Stop this little run that Stepinac's been on.
Sorry, Oliver. Cisse's a guy too. He can play and he can guard 1 through 4. So some good versatility for Hassan Cisse.
And that's a nice thing to have as a coach, where you know a guy's is multi-talented. He can play different spots for you. Big possession here from Stepinac. You want to get a good look, run good offense.
Caressi. Ratliff looks to show the screen. Caressi found his way through for the layup.
Did you see that? He went behind his back through the defense and like parted the Red Sea and finished at the rim.
Listen, he is from Harlem, right? That's how we ball.
Harlem Shake.
No doubt.
Danger zone here, time for St. Raymond's.
Yeah, forced one there from Bess. Coco drives. Tried to feed it to Jervis, and then Coco called for the foul as he made sure he stopped Turnage in transition.
I actually like that foul because St. Ray's could have got an easy basket. Smart heads-up play by Jack Coco, the 6-foot junior guard. Playing some big minutes here for Coach Massaroni.
He is. Usually that Energizer bunny, Massaroni calls him. Turnage with the blow-by, back rim no good.
Not easy to score amongst the Twin Towers down there.
Caressi, big-time rebounds. Can't get the finish. Stores wants it. Stores on Rivera. Stores!
Elevator, top floor, my friend, and finishes with authority. I see you, young fella. When your team needs a basket and you're the guy, drives to the basket, elevates over the top in transition for the finish. What a fantastic dunk
and we've
by
seen,
the senior.
Yeah, we've seen so much of the pull-up from Stores, right? So you're like, he's going to pull up on Rivera, isn't he? No. Stores going to the basket. We showed you, Oliver, before the next level guys for Stepinac. Well, here's 5 guys who came out of St. Ray's now playing on multiple levels in the next level.
Malachi Smith, St. Ray's great. His coach, Ricky Greer, is in attendance today, checking out the action. Lewis Coatright at Washington. Actually saw him play against my brother Illinois the other night. Played a great game at Washington. Reggie Hudson at Lincoln, and Amir Moore playing for St. Raymond's legend Julius Hodge, who's the head coach there now at Lincoln University, and Dallas Dillard, Indiana University of Pennsylvania. St. Ray's alum, making us proud at the next level, going to school for free.
And there's one of my favorite parts of the Ravens' nest, all the jerseys. I see a Pitt one over there.
Yeah, we had some good players back in the day, and 44, Big O at Pitt, and he's coaching at University of Illinois, and Terrence Rencher at Texas, and Mike Thompson at Drexel, and Eddie Rivera at UTEP. A lot of great basketball players that have come through these doors.
I think one of the first guys that I saw play for St. Ray's was best kept secret, Karim Reed, McDonald's All-American.
One of the best to ever do it here. Now he's helping out, giving back to the youth.
And then his battles and those battles between Rice and St. Ray's and Felipe Lopez and those guys, I mean, those were
legendary
games. Oh, my goodness.
Standing room only, as it is here tonight. As you can see, the baseline, standing room only. Place is full, skybox is loaded. Packed house, 5 minutes to go, Dylan.
Stepinac. Can they pull out another win here? Haas on Haas. And then a foul was called as Cisse tried to turn the lane.
And you can see both teams know how important this game. Nothing is easy. Not giving up on the play. That could have been an easy layup, but Stepinac gets back and stops the transition.
Inbound underneath for St. Ray's.
This is where you want Ty and Stores to really make sure they're getting touches here. down the stretch as the veteran seniors of this team. You got to get good shots, especially when you're down here. Every possession counts now in this last 5 minutes.
So Stores this time to inbounds. Kicks it out to Cisse. And here comes Stores. Brandon Stores to the lane. No good. Kamara just mistimed his jump. We go the other way. Jervis missed it at the lane, at the hoop, but the put back by Ratliff.
Wow. What a follow-up here. And there's another turnover that's going to cost them.
Yeah, Stores out of control there. Ratliff kicks it. Carbuccia in the lane. That's where he is at his most dangerous. Second chance for Caressi.
They just are too good. I mean, too many weapons. They can beat you in many ways. Ratliff with the putback. You see there, Hassan Caressi not giving up on the play, get an offensive putback. And now you look up, you're down 10, Dylan.
58-48. Caressi with 18-9 in this fourth quarter. We take a look at the upcoming schedule. First for St. Ray's, no easy games. You go from here to take an Iona Prep team that was, you know, maybe a layup or two away from beating Stepinac at the County Center. Tim Phillips got his guys going. They are, you know, among the six, you would say, in contention. So too are Nazareth, last year's finalists, who have another guy who is in contention for Player of the Year. Then you go to Stepinac, then you play the PSAL champions. Patrick School comes to town. You go to Zavarian, and then Mount. And that's one of the reasons we want to play at St. Raymond's, for that kind of schedule.
Yeah, next week is going to be a gargantuan task for this crew, man. They really got to be up for the occasion because the competition is getting stiff.
Here's Turnage off the timeout. And I think that's one of the parts of Turnage's game that is so good. He is so crafty at drawing fouls and drawing attention to his body to get calls.
And he knows how to play the game. He knows what his team needs. He's run this offense, and he's the table setter. Gets guys shots, and this team needs him to look for some shots now because he's one of the best three-point shooters. And credit to Stepinac, really making it tough for him to score. You see him doubling on the ball screen, and just the size is tough for him to get shots off right now as he's trying to make something happen.
He goes inside against Ratliff. St. Ray's with the ball. I like what Stepinac was doing there on Turnage. The flash is out on him with the bigs.
Yeah, no question. They're giving him a lot of attention as he's a good player, and they know he can beat him. So good job by Coach Massanari and his defense, really focusing and locked in on defense right now.
Stores off the mark. It's been a tough fourth quarter for Brandon Stores. Here comes Carbuccia the other way. Hands off. Rivera for three. That could be the dagger. 8 for Rivera.
And you can see right now is one team is working really hard to score, and the other team is kind of scoring really easily. So big basket there. Keep this game within striking distance, but.
And then Jervis lost it. So that was Kamara on the one end, getting the touch at the rim. And then Stepinac went a little bit too fast.
Yeah, they may want to put the brakes on it because they're up by double digits here with time is on their side. St. Ray's has to go quick now. You got to get some quick hitters because that clock is ticking. You don't have that many possessions left in this game.
And again, that's hard to do against this Stepinac defense, a defense that's only giving up 60 points per game. That's Najee Best. That's his spot. You called it out before.
Big shot. They needed that. And try to get him maybe some more of those touches. But you got to defend on this end. And that's the problem right now. It's too easy for Stepinac.
2 more for Caressi as the lead stays at 10.
What amazing game by him. And to be on the road and step up today, it's shows his really talent level. And big-time players playing big games. And Caressi's having himself a hell of a ball game.
And what a fourth quarter for Caressi.
And the step crossover, the Euro step by the defender and with a pretty finish, and he makes it look really easy to score the basketball.
You mentioned the schedule coming up for St. Ray's. How about Stepinac now? Got Scanlon, Albany Academy, Mount, Zavarian, St. Ray's again in 10 days' time. Richmond Heights, that's part of the hoop hall. Then you go to Staten Island, which is never easy to take on an always tough St. Peter's team.
Coach Lopez here putting his 2 best players in pick and roll, trying to make something happen. Got a good look, but just tough to score against the size and length of Stepinac.
Ratliff, good ball movement. Caresi, he's feeling it, missed the jumper, and here comes Cisse the other way. Quickly to the corner, turnage, bang.
Really smart play by Hassan to find Taj, and him being on the recipient's side, usually he's the one finding guys. It's nice to be able to get somebody else to get him an easy shot, sets his feet up, knocks down a nice 3-pointer in the corner.
Yeah, turnage, that was only his 5th point, a guy coming in averaging 21 points per game.
And you got to give a lot of credit to Stepinac and their staff and their defense for taking him away today.
Jervis, corner 3, rims out. Here comes Best the other way. Ravens need points in a hurry. Najee Best fouled on his way up.
And smart, heady play by the sharpshooting junior, attacking the rim, getting to the basket. Najee Best, the 6'4" junior guard there, being aggressive, getting into the lane, drawing the foul. And when you can score, when the clock stopped, that's always a bonus here in crunch time, Dylan.
And Najee Best, 89% from the foul line.
And he's played a good game for the Ravens. Got to give Coach Lopez some positives here from this game.
Kamara!
And this could be a big basket here.
And Stores was fouled.
What a block by the transfer junior. Keeping this team in this game, Dylan. It's not over yet. It's still time. Stepinac maybe rushed it a little bit, but attacked the basket. You got to make them pay. There's Rivera going up, and Kamara with the big-time stop and rejection.
You've got to time that so well. As Stores knocks down his first.
Huge change of events there, because if that goes in, that gives them a 2 or 3 possession lead. Instead, they get the block. Stores gets fouled, scoring without the time moving. Now you're only down a 1 possession game. Big possession there here with 1:30 to go.
3-point ball game. Ravens still pressing. Here's Jervis.
Smart pull it out. That's a veteran there.
Jervis, 3, side rim, no good. Here comes Turnage. Turnage fouled.
Free throws are coming. Coach Massaroni's saying why? We want the ball to go into the basket. Letting these guys know time and score. And there is Ty Smart putting pressure on the defense, trying to get any contact, anything going to the basket, knowing if he gets fouled, he gets to the charity stripe, Dylan.
And it's been interesting, Oliver, because they've made up these points, a lot of it on the foul line, not a lot of time ticking off.
Smart basketball. It shows a well-coached team, and it gives them a chance to set their pressure up here and maybe have Stepinac again to a quick shot that they don't really want. And if I'm coach, I'm getting the ball to Danny's hand here and try to settle it down.
Ravens 8 for 8 in the 4th quarter from the foul line.
Big time. That's how you come back.
Now we're getting loud here in the Ravens' nest. Final minute, 4th quarter. Chance of defense.
And the 2 seniors guarding each other. Here comes a ball screen.
Carbuccia drives to the lane. Carbuccia! 13 for Carbuccia. Corner 3, Najee Best, side rim, no good. Who gets the rebound?
It looks like Stepinac slid out of bounds. The ref made a call. I haven't seen. It looks like it's going to be St. Raymond's basketball here. Najee Best with a great look at a three and an unbelievable shot contest by Stepinac defender. Not giving up on the play, just missed it for the tie. But they're going to get the ball back here with 37 seconds.
Here's Turnage. Crowd wanted a foul. Best for three. Forced it, didn't need it necessarily. Kamara lost the ball. And now you've got a foul. And Stores does just that.
A lot of confusion on the floor. A lot of coaches are looking at the refs. But as a player, you got to make a play here. Coach ran a play for Best for a three. Was contested. Wasn't a great look. It was, somebody was near him. Kamara with the offensive rebound and was trying to go up, but saw that Ratliff was there and decided to kick it out and turned it over.
And now Carbuccio right in front of the student section misses the first. I thought Best, I'm not sure if there was a recognition with the amount of time left, but he shot it like there was like 5 seconds left in the game.
Yeah, exactly. He had much more time. He could have dribbled it out, could have kicked it. That's something that I'm sure Coach will go over on film and teach them. That's a great teaching point. But it's a big free throw here by the senior, Carbuccio, to make it a two-possession game.
Missed both. 3-point ball game. Brandon Stores, you don't necessarily need the three. Best takes it. Back rim, no good. Loose ball goes to Carbuccio. And look at Mazzaroni sprinting out to midcourt. His hamstring is fine. He gets the timeout.
Boy, what a great game this has been. And credit to St. Raymond's for fighting back to get in the game. And, you have a chance to tie it. It didn't go in. It was a good look from the best shooter, so I understand it. And the kids are battling like hell. Stepinac did a great job of making sure they got the rebound.
Archbishop Stepinac, they have had an unbelievable run these last few years under Coach Mazzaroni. Let's take a look at their last 4 years, and you go from a AA runner-up in that 18-19 season, and then it's nothing but 20-plus wins after that.
And that's hard to do in one of the best leagues in the country against night in, night out, unbelievable competition. Kudos to Coach and what he's done with this program. One of the best coaches and programs in the country.
And St. Raymond's has had a terrific turnaround as well these certainly last year from a sub-500 year.
Yeah, and they had a special run last year and got all the way to the Final Four and was one possession away from getting to the city championship. And I'm sure that game still sits in the stomach of Turnage and Stores and crew. And nothing motivates you like a loss. And I'm sure it's fueling this late run this year to another chance at a repeat.
So both teams in the bonus, both teams with one timeout remaining. 14.4 seconds, so shot clock is off.
Face guard, deny, try to go for a steal. If you don't get it, foul right away.
Carbuccio, hands off. Coresi is fouled.
Ty got around. He tried to get a jump ball, but it was around his waist and too much body there. So we're going to the free throw line and see if Stepinac can put this game away.
Coresi 5 of 6 from the foul line.
He's the guy you want.
All in the second half. Had no points in the first half.
And that's why this team is so good, Dylan. I mean, they literally have so many weapons.
20 second half points make it 21.
Ice in his veins from the 6'5" junior. In front of some big-time coaches, college coaches are here watching. Coach Pecora and his whole staff at Quinnipiac, the Dayton Flyers, Ricky Greer's in the house, Manhattan.
Yeah, if you look on the opposite baseline, you can see Coach Pecora over there. That's always a spot here at the Ravens Nest. If you're kind of standing baseline underneath or either you're in the skybox. There you see Billy Turnage We'll see him with Holy Cross.
There's Coach Turnage there. We'll see him Friday.
And if we keep going on the baseline.
There's the Quinnipiac staff and Coach Pecora, the head coach.
There he is.
Friend to the New York Catholic League and has a Stepinac alum as a freshman this year, playing up there in Connecticut.
So I'm glad you mentioned that, right? Because that's the other part. You know, everyone talks post-boogie, but you forget about Ritvo as well, right? And between the two of those guys, they average like 42 points a game. Then you bring in the defense of a Jordan Gabriel. So those are 3 starters not on this Stepinac team this year.
And those are huge pieces to try to replace. And credit to Coach and his staff that they're doing it by committee, doing it with a lot of different ways. And it's going to take a time for this team to find their roles. But I think they'll get clicking at the end of the season. And again, have a lot of different ways they can beat you. And you can see it now, Caressa here, trying to ice this game.
Knocks down both. 21 second-half points for Hassan Caressa. Turnage tries to get it inside to Kamara. Back out for Turnage. Heaves up the 3. Back rim, no good. The layup will count, but it is a win for the Crusaders. They go on the road, and they pick up the victory.
If you think about the competition, the last 2 games and what this team has been through, a tough overtime win against Iona Prep, a gutty road win at St. Raymond's, tough place to play. Very impressive performance by Coach and his staff.
Take a quick break. We'll have the Blaze Pizza postgame show when we return here on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
We're going to keep this quick.
Because at Blaze Pizza,
Artisanal quality at crazy fast speed is what we're all about.
Walk the line and choose any toppings you'd like.
Then it's just 180 seconds in our blazing hot oven
For fast fire perfection.
Come check us out and build your own pizza at Blaze Pizza.
Varsity Media is now opening up our schedule to any teams looking to be on a sportscast. Watching yourself on camera is okay, but hearing your name on a Varsity Media sportscast is like you're a pro.
And look at this opportunity. Feldman behind. Jersey pulled. Feldman! Feldman!
Here comes the 1-0. Hit on the ground at first. Quinn's up with it. Feeds to Varela. It's a no-hitter. And Division's moving on. Nassau County AA champions.
As West barks out the signal. West is going to keep it himself inside the 5 to the goal line. Touchdown! Touchdown, Southside.
Varsity Media offers sportscast coverage for any sport, and our coverage airs live and on demand so everyone can watch the game. Now is the time to be a star on Varsity Media. Contact us to book a sportscast today at 516-403-2050 or email ben@varsitymedia.net.
When it comes to live streaming, Varsity Media does it all. Athletic events, concerts, musicals, graduations, even weddings. Trust Varsity Media when it comes to your live stream event. Contact us today to learn more about Varsity Media's live streaming services at 516-403-2050 or email ben@varsitymedia.net.
Welcome back to the Ravens' Nest as Archbishop Stepinac pull out a big road win, 67-64. Oliver, time now for the Blaze Pizza post-game show at Blaze Pizza. There is no wrong way to play. And Oliver, there is no wrong way to play if you're Hassan Caressa and having the second half that he had. We'll bring him on now. And Haas, no points in the first half, but I guess you knew, the money quarter is in the second half. You finished with 22, a huge fourth quarter to help your guys to a big road win.
Yeah. First half it was bad, had a couple of turnovers. We didn't play defensively the way we wanted to, but, at the end we just stayed composed, stayed together, and just got the dub.
Hassan, first of all, I know you're from Harlem, so shout out to Forest Housing.
Forster Project.
Excuse me, Forster representing. Amazing second half.
Yeah.
Your team is very talented. You got a lot of different ways you can win.
Yeah.
You showed your versatility, your ability to attack to the basket. Talk about how you can help this team moving forward in the playoffs.
Definitely becoming more of a leader, more of the energy guy, waking guys up every day, rebounding, and just being a team player, making sure everybody stay level-headed and everybody know the end goal is to win the championship in March.
Well, congratulations on a big-time road win. I know it doesn't get any easier, but keep the guys working hard, and good luck the rest of the season. I'm sure we'll have you on another broadcast.
And I know one thing, too, Haas, when you win a game like this, you're getting a little bit hungry, right? At Blaze Pizza, LeBron is one of the owners. Yeah, he has a few franchises, a lot of different toppings. So I'm not sure how you like your pizza, Haas, but Blaze Pizza's got you and the boys with some free pizza here for the win. So congratulations on that and enjoy.
All right, I tell them right now?
Yeah. Let them know. Let them know the pizza is on Blaze Pizza. There we go. There's the Crusaders. With the win, they get the pizza. And congratulations to Hassan Karesi and the boys. Big win here in the Bronx. I don't know. How do you think? We didn't. That was the one question we didn't get from Haas. How do you like your pizza?
Yeah, I know. They were so excited about his performance. We forgot to mention it, but I'm sure of his talent, his ability, he'll have a chance to win another player of the game down the road. So
I suspect so. This was a fun one, Oliver. Here at the Ravens Nest, Stepinac, they find a way to win. They did so at the County Center on Saturday night, and they do so in the Parkchester section of the Bronx here tonight. So that'll do it here from us in the Bronx. Next stop, Fresh Meadows, the Battle of the Boulevard on Friday night. For our entire Varsity Media crew, for Ben Turchin, our executive producer, for Chris Sweeney, our technical director, for Ron Pierre and Kevin Catalanano, bringing you all those great moving images. For my broadcast partner, Oliver Antigua, Dylan Butler, thanking you for joining us from St. Raymond's. We look forward to seeing you next time right here on the Varsity Media Sports Network.